So here's some past exam questions that deal with nominal and effective interest rates. So here's from the 2018 Northern Hemisphere Exam 1, question 21. An amount of money is deposited into an account. Remember, deposited means to put into an account that earns compound interest. What combination of interest rates and compounding period has the largest effective interest rate? Okay, so here we need to go through and look at all of those effective interest rates. So 3.7% per annum compounding weekly. All right, so effective. I'm just going to type it in for a bit of speed. Effective 3.7 compounding weekly. So there are 52 weeks in a year. So 3.7, do it to two decimal places, 3.77% effectively per annum. Okay, the second one is 3.7% compounding monthly. So we can see that second one is 3.76%. So already you can see it's a little bit less. Okay. So part C is 3.7% per annum compounding quarterly. So there, again, a bit less again, 3.75%. Okay, up to D now, 3.8% compounding monthly, so 12 months in a year, 3.87%. And our last one, 3.8% per annum compounding quarterly. 4. So 3.85%. So our answer there is D. Now, some of you might have already started to figure it out that really it had to probably be between these two. But I hope this is illustrating that the more often you compound, the higher the effective interest rate is going to be. Okay, so there you really have to double check what things are, and it doesn't take that long in your calculator. Okay, so this is from the 2018 Exam 1, question 19. Daniel borrows $5,000, so that means he owes $5,000, which he intends to fully repay in a lump sum after 1 year. Now, lump sum means he's just going to make one big payment, okay? So you can think about that as just one payment where he just pays everything off. All right. The annual interest rate and compounding period for 5 different compound interest loans are given below. So loan 1, 12.6% per annum compounding weekly. Loan 2, 12.8% per annum compounding weekly. Loan 3, 12.9% per annum compounding weekly. Loan 4, 12.7% per annum compounding quarterly. And loan 5, 13.2% per annum compounding quarterly. When fully repaid, the loan that will cost Daniel the least amount of money is which one. Now, he wants to pay the least amount. So he's got to pay $5,000 plus any interest he's incurred. So what is he looking for? He wants the lowest interest rate, doesn't he? He wants the lowest effective interest rate so that the amount of interest he's paying is going to be the least, the lowest. So let's go through these options and see which one will be the lowest effective interest rate. Okay, I might start a new page here to make it nice and clear. So first off, loan 1. Effective interest rates, 12.6% per annum, compounding weekly. So we've got there 13.41% effective interest rate. So loan 2, 12.8% per annum, compounding weekly, so 52 weeks in a year. 13.64% effective interest rate per annum. So loan 3 is 12.9% per annum, compounding weekly. Okay, so 13.75%. Loan 4 is 12.7% per annum, compounding quarterly. So that's effectively 13.32% per annum. So loan 5 is 13.2% per annum, compounding quarterly. So 13.87%. Okay. So looking at all of those, we can start to compare. Now we are looking for the one that will cost us the least amount of money. So we're looking for the one with the lowest effective interest rate. And that is loan 4, isn't it? So my answer there is D, loan 4. So 54% of the state answered that one correctly, while 28% answered A. So what do you think they did there? I think they looked at the fact that loan 1 was 12.6% per annum, which is the lowest of the rates, quoted there. But what they didn't take into account is it was compounding weekly, and that's really what's made the difference there. Calculating the interest weekly really increases the amount of interest you are going to have to pay over the life of that loan. So I'll read directly from the examiner's report here. This question required an understanding that both the interest rate and compounding period combination determine the overall cost of the loan. Students who selected option A seem to simply select the lowest interest rate without considering the compounding period. Well, that's what I said, but in fancier words. So it's not always the lowest interest rate that will get you the least, the lowest loan. It also depends how often it compounds. And you might remember a few lessons ago, I was talking about those payday loans. Is it Nifty or something? Or Nimble, that's it. A lot of loans like that, they calculate interest daily. They calculate interest daily. So you can imagine how quickly the amount you owe can increase if they are calculating loans daily. So please be aware of that. But yes, here, the best way to compare these loans is to look at the effective interest rates, to really look at what effect does these different compounding periods have on the effective interest rates and how much we are then going to have to pay. So if it's a loan, we want the lowest effective interest rate, don't we? But if it's an investment, so where you are earning the interest, you want the highest. So keep in mind that you are reading what's going on very carefully.